Here we are then. A real paradise. Guys? I'm there now. I'm going to have to shut down for a while. I'll be back in touch as soon as it's possible.
Okay. Watch out for yourself.
It looks kind of romantic, but those are slums. I think I have to speak to the soldier first. He's giving me some funny looks. I think I have to speak to the soldier first. He's giving me some funny looks.
Halt! Immigration control, your passport, please.
Hi, officer. It's really fabulous here.
Your passport, please, madam.
Yep, I've got it.
Thank you. Catherine, Tracy, Hope,
Right in front of you. You can call me Tracy.
empty your pockets.
Oh, I don't have much with me. Only my mobile, the passport, and a bit of cash. I'm only making a bit of a detour over here, you know. I really live in Tahiti.
You are traveling alone?
Yes, of course.
How long are you staying?
Well, perhaps 2 or 3 days. Depends how much I like it here. I hope not everyone here's as unfriendly as you.
Madam, you are British citizen. Are you aware about the diplomatic situation between your country and mine?
To be honest, I'm not all that up on things. Is there a bit of a problem?
Great Britain is an enemy state. Visits from its citizens are undesirable. Our president, Raila Elengi, is a benevolent man, and he allows visitors from Western states to stay for a maximum of 3 days. If you haven't left our territory by the time that period elapses, then you'll be taken into custody pending deportation. You may not move about the island during the curfew. Photography and filming is forbidden. If you break the law, then you run the risk of...
Custody pending deportation?
I see we understand each other. Do you have any questions?
No. Everything's quite clear. Oh, I did have a question. When does the curfew begin?
At 2200 on the dot. I think that's everything then.
Of course. It's only a short hop to the beach. A checkpoint. A soldier on every corner. I'd rather avoid him. It's closed. As long as the soldier's there, I can forget about it.
Step back.
I'm not doing anything.
Step back, or I'll have to arrest you.
Okay, no problem. That better? Who does this property belong to? It's certainly very imposing. You're not especially talkative, are you? Oh, okay then, I'll go. No way through there. Mike,
Oi, you still breathing? Yes?
this isn't a joke, all this. I've just had my first police interrogation.
Yeah, great. What did they want?
Immigration formalities. As an Englishwoman, I'm not exactly a guest of honour.
Yeah, that was to be expected. Did they notice anything?
No, everything's okay for now. I can only hope that I don't meet that Odila here. The island is really tiny.
They won't be reckoning on us coming to them.
I'm going to take a look around. I'll give you a shout later.
Okay.
Eerie. And then this reek of petrol. Nice and gloomy. Filled to the brim with petrol. Filled to the brim with petrol. Filled to the brim with petrol. The pump is pretty close to the watchtower. Nice and gloomy.
Hey, you there, young lady.
What is it?
What are you still doing on the streets?
Is it curfew already?
In 20 minutes. You have accommodation.
I'm sleeping on the beach this evening, if that's allowed.
It's not. Curfew means you have to stay in your house. If you don't have anywhere to stay, I'll lock you up.
Oh, I understand. Where could I find accommodation quickly then?
Most of the fishermen have guest rooms. I advise you to get on with it right away.
Good evening, Captain. Surely there isn't a problem with this pretty foreign girl.
She does not have accommodation.
Oh, my. Then we have to help the poor girl. I can't allow such a charming person to spend the night in a grim police station, Captain.
Thanks very much, but I'm sorting myself out. If I can do it in time for the curfew.
Oh, yes, the devil. You can't go blaming the good Captain Bakele about that. But he is very strict about it. Bakele, don't be a beast and give the girl some leeway, will you?
Yes, sir.
Good night, Captain. Good night, young lady. Maybe we'll meet again.
You can hardly not around here, it seems. And thank you, Mr. He's nice. Who was that?
Now just make sure you find somewhere to stay.
speak my language?
Yes, a little. You're from England, young lady.
Correct. You can tell then.
Well, one tries. I spent 15 years working on Ascension, you know? That's full of Americans.
Yes, I heard. It's a military base, isn't it? What did you do there?
Oh, I helped to mine the inshore waters.
That's a pretty dangerous job.
You get used to it. Obviously, if you step on one, then it gets unpleasant.
How did you get that job?
I'm a fisherman, and the fishermen know the waters around here. You know all about the channels and the shallows. You can tell by the color of the water whether or not you can take a boat somewhere. Therefore, you also know the route that an enemy boat might take. And that's where you lay the mine. The Americans knew that. They recruited lots of fishermen from a radius of around 100 miles.
And they were simply allowed to do that?
Yeah, at that time, these islands were still free. We could go where we wanted at that time.
And now? You can't get away now?
You don't get many people coming here these days. And even fewer get away again. When Elengi took over the islands, the first thing he did was mine the local waters.
But that wouldn't be able to stop someone like you.
No, of course not.
I don't understand that. Why do you stay? Don't you want to get away?
No, I don't. No way. These islands are my home.
But you just said...
Look, child, a person isn't free if they have to flee their home. You are free when you can leave and also come back again.
Tell me about Elengi.
Take a look around. See the mines, the watchtowers, the soldiers. That tells you everything about Elengi.
How did he take over these islands? Didn't anyone defend them?
Yes, of course. The young ones and the brave. They fought. And so we became an island of cowards and old folks.
You mean they're all...
Elengi is a cultivated man, young lady. He had all their stomachs cut open and painted pictures with their blood. He loves art, you know.
He did what? That's not true.
In his palace, he has a gallery with rust-red walls. He's a very cultivated man.
He's a monster. Tell me more about Elengi.
I can tell you a story. 4 years ago, I caught a fish, a shark. It was a very weak animal, already lost all its strength, an easy catch. I cut off its fins and sold them to a tourist. When I gutted the shark, I found a small poisonous fish in its stomach. The tourist became fatally ill. I sat in hospital at his bedside. I knew that he wasn't going to survive. Then Elengi came into the hospital. He heard about the case. He watched the death struggle all night long. And in the morning, when the man was dead, he said, that's how the apparently strong died, killed by the apparently weak. He had the dead Briton painted. The picture is hanging in his palace.
That's gruesome. And are you going to go out fishing now?
Yes, of course I am. Every morning, an hour before sunrise.
Could I come with you?
Oh, no, little lady. That wouldn't work.
Why not then?
I know the way through the mines. If you got to know it, then we'd both end up getting lynched for it.
Oh, I understand. Listen, Alfred. I've got another question. I'm a little uncomfortable asking.
You need somewhere to stay, don't you? It'll be curfew any time now, and you can't stay here on the beach.
Yes, exactly. Perhaps you know someone.
You can stay at my place.
Oh, that's really nice of you. I'll pay you, of course. Wait, I can give you...
Keep your money. Better give it to a good cause instead.
I think I can promise you that.
I have to go.
Just a minute. I still have to make a phone call.
Then I'll go on ahead. Third house up the street, on the right.
I'll find it. And then you'll have to tell me more. Not here. That Bekele would hear everything. I have to speak to Mike first, urgently. I have to speak to Mike first, urgently. Not here. That Bekele would hear everything. Mike, are you there?
Yep, we're here. We're trying to rustle up a boat, but it's not so easy. None of the tubs we've seen so far will even get us to the next buoy. How's it going with you? You found anything out yet?
Mike, this Elengi is a total nutter. I've been talking to a fisherman. He's told me some real horror stories. The waters around the island are mined. You won't get through so easily.
That doesn't sound so good. You know what kind of mines they are?
Not yet. I'll try and find out, though. Mike,
Yeah?
it all feels a bit weird here to me. The island looks like a paradise, but the regime is hellish.
Do you think Brian is still alive then?
I'm not so sure anymore.
Do you want to get out?
I can't give up that quickly.
That's your decision.
No, it's about doing the right thing, isn't it?
Well, which one of us knows what that is?
How are you getting on with Bernard?
How should we get on? We don't talk much.
Mike, you have to.
I don't have to do anything. It's a pig.
Stop it. How is anything supposed to get changed in this world if we three can't even get on with each other?
How's the world supposed to change if one of the three of us is happy to leave things as they are?
He made a mistake, Mike.
Yeah, of course he did. Maybe this Elengi has just made a mistake too.
That's not the same thing, and you know it.
Sure it's the same. Maybe it's time you admitted that to yourself.
Should we just quit this job?
It's the last one we're doing anyway.
You say that like we've lost already.
Have you already thought about what we're going to do if we ever get away from you? Here's Bernie. We'll talk again tomorrow, okay?
So, madam, if you're not going to disappear immediately back to your accommodation,
Okay. I'm on my way.
I hope so.
Thank you, Alfred. You really are a treasure. It was a very informative evening.
I hope you find your friend. If you need anything while you are here, come to me at any time. And remember what I told you about the mines. Be careful.
Yes, of course. I have my boys. They'll look after me. I have to go now. See you again later, perhaps. I'd rather avoid him. No way through there. Damn. There he is again. This to be patrolling around. Wow. Oh, it stinks of petrol here. It could just go up any time. When he gets behind there, I'll have a few seconds free of him. A checkpoint. My mobile, with a matching headset. That looks a mess. God, I need to be careful with the thing. I've got to get rid of it as soon as possible. And I already know where. Now. Oh, that stinky petrol. It's unbearable. And highly inflammable. Filled to the brim with petrol. Careful with it. If there was a fire here, the whole petrol station would go up. And take the watchtower with it too. Filled to the brim with petrol. If that thing went up, it'd make some really pretty fireworks. But how could you ignite it? Maybe Alfred can help me. And I'll give Mike a call tonight. It smells particularly strongly here. The pump is pretty close to the watchtower.
So, who we got here then? The pretty English girl. Come here a minute. Let's have a little chat.
Look, my saviour from yesterday. Good evening. So, how are you? Do you go for a walk every evening?
I do. My doctor has recommended it. The old bones need a little exercise. And you? Are you having a nice time here with us? Did everything go okay with the accommodation?
Yes, everything's fine. It's really interesting here, and the beach is wonderful. Only with all of the soldiers, it's a bit unnerving.
Well, yes, I know. I don't especially like the military. All the shouting orders, the dreary uniforms, the marching, soldiers are simply boring. But we need them. History has taught us that much.
Oh, you've got some nerve. Just watch out that those over there don't give you any trouble.
I don't think so, little girl. Tell me, what brings you here? A young girl here from England on her own? That's brave. Unusual.
Oh, well, you know, I just kind of set off. Rather spontaneous. I'm looking for something, you could say.
Ah, my word. Looking for something. Aren't we all? And what are you looking for then? For knowledge? Recognition? Friends? Life's big goal?
A bit of each, I guess.
Yes, I can understand that. That's what bonds us. What do you do in England? Study?
I've already done that. Art and art history.
Oh, well then. You must certainly have some excellent job prospects.
Exactly. There's nothing in my way for a successful career in the industry.
Ah, you're young. You've got plans for sure. What are you going to do with all the studying? What are you going to do with your life?
Yes, well, I still have to find that out. And you? What do you do? You seem to be a man who commands some respect here.
You know what, little lady? I'd very much like to show you. My house isn't far from here. Would you like to visit? I'm inviting you to dine with me.
Oh, that's really nice of you, but, I don't know if,
Please, you can rest assured that I'm just a harmless old fool who would just like to chat and show off his house.
Well then, that makes the offer irresistible.
Come on then. Here we are.
That's your house?
My modest abode. Please,
Does that mean...
come. We can chat more while we eat.
That's overwhelming, but it's way cool. It's got a cable car. Your architect really went to town.
Come, my dear. We have to take the cable car. It does sway a little.
Wow,
You like it?
very much. It's just amazing. Can I have a look around?
But of course. Please, ask me if you want to know anything. I'm going to sit a while.
This curtain is beautiful. What's behind it? Can I look?
After we've eaten, perhaps.
Ooh, a secret, yes?
Exactly that.
The excitement's unbearable already.
Be patient.
This map here, does it show the island?
Yes, precisely. Although it's one of the oldest maps, it's also one of the best. Strange, isn't it?
And these little symbols, they look like they've been drawn in at a later date.
You're very curious, little Tracy.
That's what my ex-boyfriend always used to say.
And what did you reply?
Well, that I'm just interested.
Interested? Of course. I've just had the minefield added to the map. The one we had laid around the island. It would be rather stupid if I had to leave the island by sea and didn't know myself where I should be sailing.
That's true. So why did you have everywhere mined here?
Oh, yes. Well, we didn't want to wake up one morning to find a whole British or American army standing on the beach.
And what would they want? There really isn't much here.
You're very amusing. You're also correct. If I wasn't here, then there wouldn't be anything at all. And there are people that really do wish for that.
Do you live in fear of that?
Of course I know fear. Not to know fear is to be an idiot. Bravery is recognizing your fear and knowing how to tame it.
I've already heard that.
Most definitely. The advantages of a humanistic European education.
I can't just simply run off. He's invited me. Where do these stairs go to?
Oh, that's the access to my landing pad. I have a helicopter, you know.
Your very own helicopter. Now that's cool. In case you need to leave quickly, then?
Yes, it is. In my position, that can happen faster than you think.
You still haven't told me what you do.
You guessed already? Or possibly not?
You're Rayla Elengi, this republic's president.
Does that disturb you?
No, not really. Should it?
No. As long as we're not enemies.
Ah, now that sounds rather sinister. You have a lot of enemies, don't you?
Oh yes, a lot. My life has always been defined by struggle.
And don't you want that to stop?
Yes, I would like it to stop. But I didn't go looking for my enemies. They came looking for me. If I want peace from them, I not only have to fight them, I have to win. So, have you seen enough, little Tracy?
Honestly, I could look around here for hours on end.
I like you. Your interest is genuine. You don't come across that so often.
Oh, thank you.
The compliment needn't make you feel uncomfortable. You must surely be hungry.
I'm starving. I didn't think you were going to ask again.
Oh dear, I really am a monster. Come, let's sit at the table and I'll have something brought to us. Please.
That was good. You must pass my compliments on to the chef. The black dumplings, what were they made from?
You like them?
And how?
From scarab beetles. Delicious, yes? Nonsense. They were truffles. You really must have a terrible picture of me.
Whew, you gave me a bit of shock there.
You thought I'd do that?
No. Yes. Oh, I don't know. I hardly know you.
What do you know about me, little Tracy? I have the feeling it's more than you're telling.
What makes you think that?
I feel it. Are you afraid of me?
No. A little, perhaps.
You've read where I come from. You know what this republic here is about.
Well, yes. I read a few things before I came out here.
And do you believe what you've read about me?
I'm not sure.
Then ask. Ask away and I'll answer all your questions. Everyone.
I did read that you were an art collector,
Yes, I am.
but I hardly see any pictures in your house.
Hey, you're a good observer. There are pictures in this house. I've only been collecting for a few years, but my collection is unique.
So how do you collect? Particular periods? Particular artists?
Oh, first of all, I collected without any kind of system. Before the coup took place in our country, my only criterion was that a picture should please me.
That's a good principle.
That it is. But then I became more selective.
Uh-huh. And like how?
Did you know that in our country, we believe that every picture has a soul? And not only the one that you might see of the person in the picture, but also a soul that belongs to the owner of the picture itself. There is always a spiritual connection between the picture and its owner.
That's a very beautiful concept, and not so far removed from one I have myself.
Once upon a time, I never really paid much heed to this belief. I used to find pictures either beautiful or ugly. It was a superficial way of looking at them.
And now?
And now, I collect the ones which give me the deepest gratification. Do you understand that?
I don't know if I do exactly.
Let's leave it at that. These are strong feelings I'm talking about. Maybe even quite questionable ones. I wouldn't like to scare you. Look, now I'm scaring you again.
About your country, the old Republic of Surinawa.
Yes,
What happened there? I mean, I have read a little of the history and...
I play a somewhat inglorious role.
well, yes.
Yes, I know. History is always written by the victors. That is the heart of the imperialist ideology.
And how does your version read?
Surinawa was always a very proud country. British colonial rule almost ruined it. The British plundered our mines, subjugated our people. They could hardly expect that there would be no revolt. When we became independent, the natural resources became ours once more. Precious metals, uranium, and ores gave us back our prosperity, and our republic became a rising African state. But then the colonial rulers returned, only this time in the form of mining corporations. This could have been the second expropriation, and I was not going to allow it. We defended our land with an iron fist against not only the invaders, but also against the many traitors and collaborators within our midst.
You had them killed.
We did what was necessary. We had the choice to either fight or suffer servitude for a second time.
You say that what you did was necessary. Do you also think that it was right?
What's necessary is also right, and what's right becomes necessary.
Perhaps.
Principles, my little Tracy, are important. Things that are necessary and right must also be done with severity and anger. And if it has to be so, with hate also, unrelenting and without pity, with resolve and burning with hatred, that's how we have to fight in the service of truth and justice.
That sounds quite terrible.
The truth can be brutal and also painful. You can't always have it both ways, as many Europeans love to think. Sometimes the only option is to have one or the other, to decide for one thing and let the other thing go. You're not saying anything anymore, Tracy. I'm scaring you, and I don't want to do that.
I don't know what to say.
Because it sounds so awful.
No, not because of that, but because you sound like you could be right.
All of us have to decide. You, me, all of us. Life doesn't wait for us. It comes at us. And we have to decide.
Can I ask you something else?
But of course,
Why did you invite me here?
there are two answers. I don't like eating alone. That's one. I enjoy company. It's nice to have someone around.
So you're always alone then? You don't have a wife or any children?
I'm a warrior, Tracy.
But that doesn't mean...
Yes, it does. I once had a wife. Yes, and a daughter.
Where are they both now?
My wife left me after the government takeover. She found my methods unacceptable. She was weak. The fact that she went wasn't a loss to me. It was the right thing.
And your daughter?
I don't know where she's living. She turned against me many years ago now. I don't have a daughter anymore. You understand?
Yes, I understand that completely.
It's not such a rare thing. I have a business partner. He has an armaments business. The situation is just the same with his daughter. She's become a criminal and hates him with a passion.
He's an arms manufacturer?
Perhaps that's why.
Yes, that's quite possible. What do you say to him?
I tell him to forget her.
Yes, maybe that's the only option. I have to think about all this. I'm tired.
Would you like to remain my guest for this evening?
I don't know if that really...
Would be right. But yes, don't think about it. You can sleep in my daughter's room.
I thought she'd left you.
Yes, but I've always kept a room for her, in case she...
Wants to come back?
So, that's enough of the sad stories. I still wanted to show you something. Are you still keen?
That depends on what it is.
My collection.
Oh, yes. I want to see that, most definitely.
I thought so. Then come along.